My name is Linda, and welcome to our new home. So we've been in our new home now for about 3 weeks. And over the last 3 weeks, we moved, we celebrated and hosted for the holidays, and we spent a lot of time getting our home into a spot where it feels comfortable and livable really, really fast. So I'm so excited to have you join me as I give you a quick tour of our house, some of the things that we've already done to really make it our own, some of the plans that we have for the very new future. And I'm gonna take this moment here to say, hit the subscribe button, because we are gonna have so many amazing videos, deep diving into different rooms of the house, how we set them up so that they will work for us in the best way possible, so that you can find inspiration for your own home on how you can make it absolutely perfect for you. So hit the subscribe button below. I'll wait. Fantastic. I don't want you to miss any of the really great videos that we have coming up. So let's get started. A really big deal breaker for me when we were looking at a floor plan for a house was that I needed a floor plan that was going to be big and open. And that is exactly what we got. So let's start our tour here on the main floor. When we were designing our house, it was really important to me that we focused on something that would provide a lot of bright natural light, and I wanted colors that were very neutral. I just think that, okay, while our house is really white right now, you can really spice things up and decorate with color. And if you change your mind a couple months down the road, you don't like a color anymore, you can switch it out without having to paint your walls. So let's start here in the living room. Coming into our home, we come in right at the living room. Now, the living room obviously has a teeny tiny couch. It nowhere near fits the space that we wanted to. So we do have a new sofa coming. It is going to be a beautiful brown sectional that's going to wrap pretty much from the end of this window all the way around here. I'm super excited for this couch. It's going to be a medium brown, faux leather, really rich color that's just going to bring a lot of coziness to the space. We really wanted something that was going to be comfortable, but also very streamlined and stylish. So this sofa is very low to the ground. It has lift up headrests so that when not in use, has a very clean, crisp lines to it. And it took us a really long time to find the perfect couch. So it should be here in 5 to 6 months. We'll see how long it actually takes with shipping delays. Because it is a custom couch, they also have to make it, but I am so excited. You can see the reflection of Jason here shoveling our front entry. That's been a really new addition because in the condo, we didn't have to shovel nothing, and we moved at the snowiest time of the year. So he's been shoveling a lot. And I am so incredibly grateful. Obviously, some of the biggest things that we've done already in our space to make it our own was we hung the super ridiculously large TV. I'm sure you can hear that. That is Jason being the best husband ever and blowing the snow off of our front step. So we'll just give him a minute. Just off of our living room, we also have this super cute seating area. It's a nice little place to play with some records, sit and read a book, and we've really enjoyed it and have really been able to really maximize that space. So I'm really excited for all the big changes that are coming as it relates to our living room, and to have that brand new couch, which will definitely be recorded when the time comes. Let's jump into the dining room because I'm excited to share this part. While it was a little bit rushed because we were hosting for the holidays, we did end up picking up our beautiful live edge table. This bench that you will see obviously was in our bedroom in the old place. And these chairs here were an amazing marketplace find as well. We have 6 dining room chairs, which is really awesome because we can store 3 in the basement, have 3 here on the main floor while we need it, and we can actually now entertain people in our home because we have a real dining room table. But I want to share with you a hack regarding our dining room table because me, as someone who really likes to get the most for my dollar and find ways to create and build and DIY as much as I can, I was really excited about this dining room table. We knew right from the get-go that we wanted a real wood live edge dining room table. But here's the challenge. To buy just from the store dining room table with the real wood or live edge look, it costs upwards of $800 to $2,500 just for the table. So after a little brainstorming, this is what Jason and I came up with. This piece of wood is actually an island top. So just like our kitchen island, we opted to buying this piece of wood from Lowe's, and then we just simply bought these table legs from Amazon and assembled it ourselves. So here's what that means for us. As opposed to paying $1,500 for a 6-seating dining room table, we invested about $460 on this island top. And then the legs we bought on Amazon for about $60 to $80, which means our table, which would normally cost the average family $1,500 to have in their home, cost us under $600. So that is a win in my book, and I am so proud of our table, and it is so beautiful, and I can't wait to host beautiful dinners with beautiful plate settings every single chance that we can. Let's move into the kitchen. If you've been following along for a while, or you've checked out any of my old videos, you know that this kitchen is a beautiful upgrade from the teeny tiny kitchen that we had before. We really extended the bright white into the kitchen with the design choices that we made. Our kitchen cabinets, we went with a bright white, and then for our island, we went with a dual tone navy blue. All of our hardware is a beautiful antique gold color, and I just absolutely adore it. Our kitchen faucet, while it's a little bit hard to tell, it is an antique gold to match all of the hardware. The faucet was actually an upgrade that we did ourselves after we moved in. In the design studio, they had very few nice faucets, I found, and everything that they had was silver or brushed nickel, and it just wasn't what we wanted in our kitchen. So, well before we even moved into our house, we started researching faucets because we wanted one that was going to match all of our door handles and complement the space that we were building for ourselves. So we installed this beautiful faucet to better suit the needs that we saw for our home in the future. The faucet is also really cool that it has a built-in distiller faucet right on it, so that down the road, once we get the distiller and have it installed, we don't need to put another hole for an extra faucet in our countertops. In saying that, however, nothing that we take from the upstairs and switch out is going to waste. We are going to be converting our basement into an Airbnb. So the faucet that we pulled out is just simply going to be used in the basement for the space that we build down there. In our kitchen, we opted to go with stainless steel appliances. What's awesome is that we were actually able to upgrade the base standard to Samsung, which were all on sale. So we've got dishwasher, oven, microwave, and then our really fun fridge, which I really appreciate. Has the pull-out center drawer for all of our snacks and beverages. So I'm super excited about this big, beautiful kitchen. I love the fact that we have empty drawers, room for all of our stuff, and a pantry, which I am so thrilled to have because we actually have room for everything that it needs to serve. This is a sneak peek at our pantry. The lights are automatic, so when you walk in, they automatically turn on and they automatically turn off. And our pantry is super organized. I love it. I have a few more videos relating to the kitchen that are really going to deep dive into things like organizing the pantry, getting our kitchen set up so that it works and functions ideally for us. So keep an eye out for that video because it's going to be coming soon as we really dive a little bit deeper in some of the upgrades that we've made to the kitchen in terms of getting it organized and working for us. Off the kitchen, we have our back entry here. This is what leads to our current garage pad where our cars are parked. So a lot of what we see back there is temporary. There will be a garage going in eventually. We installed this beautiful mirror. We've marked out the spots for these really fun gold hooks from IKEA. I was going to have these installed like a couple days ago. However, I realized that I didn't have enough drywall anchors and the hooks don't come with them. Those are probably going up in the next couple days. Off of the kitchen, we have our powder room. So when we did the design specs, we actually recommended that they take off the mirror that we had in here, because it was our intention that we were going to replace the mirror anyway with this beautiful gold one that we found. I think it was a really good choice. But a cute little powder room here, right off the kitchen. We had done a lot of changes to our floor plan because we wanted to make things a little bit more in flow with what's going to work with our future. So originally the powder room was essentially where the pantry's at. So we saw an opportunity to, one, make sure that we were able to have a completely separate side entrance for our future short-term rental. But we also love the idea of putting the powder room at the back door. Because then in the future, when we have children playing outside or guests over for a barbecue or hanging out in the backyard, people don't need to come in and really take off their shoes to go to the bathroom from outside. So this was such a beautiful way of laying it out that just made it so practical for the lifestyle that we live and the practicality of it. Our future goals for this bathroom are that we would actually love to put some kind of really outrageously bold wallpaper that would just be like a super shock when you walk into that bathroom. We've seen a lot of that done to powder rooms, and we just love the idea of the rest of the house being really, neutral, and then having that bathroom really pop. So we're not going to be doing that probably for a year's time, just because wallpaper is going to hide a lot of the deformities and cracks in the wall that may happen just due to it being a new build. So we don't want to cover up any of the things that would be otherwise covered under warranty. Moving on. And next to our little seating area here, we have this door here. This is a full-size door that just leads to a bit of a mess, but our side entrance and then to the basement. I'm not going to include this basement into this tour, just because very soon I'm going to be doing a tour with some rough blueprints that we plan on implementing into the Airbnb as we start to really get into building that. We're just waiting for it to warm up a little bit so that it's more convenient to get the building materials that we need in through the back window. So my goal, fingers crossed everything works out, that we're able to have that started next couple months, and I would love to see it done early to midsummer. That wraps up the main floor of our brand new house. I absolutely love how it flows. I love that it's big and it's open, and I know that over the next little while, as we're able to start getting some artwork up on the wall, when the new couch shows up and we're able to really dress things up with pillow cushions, we'll be able to bring a lot more warmth and coziness into the space. But I absolutely adore how bright and open it is. For so long, I've lived in a place that always had pretty poor lighting. My previous homes always seemed to face east, so I would get morning sun and then dark for the rest of the day. And this home faces somewhat of a north-south, but we get so much natural light. So let's head upstairs and check out that space. So let's start in the primary suite. This is our bedroom. So nearly a year ago, when we essentially just signed the house, but also just we knew we needed to upgrade anyway, we invested in a king-size bed with a new bed frame. Put a deposit down, paid for it over the next couple months whenever we wanted to. And then when we finally got a possession day for the house, we called up Sleep Country and they said, fantastic, you finally have a day, we can come deliver it, but we can only deliver the mattress. Turns out that the bed frame has been really, really popular, so they didn't have any of them in stock. That being said, we were told that sometime around mid-January, they would have more in stock and they would be able to let us know when they can deliver our bed frame. We're really excited for that to come in. I am super looking forward to no longer sleeping on a mattress on the ground. But otherwise, our bedroom is so massive. We are looking to very soon get some blinds installed, but curtains were an absolute must. So absolutely love these ones we finally found. We have a walk-in closet. And again, if you've seen any of my past videos, you will know how much I appreciate this big, bright window. No more horrible closet declutter videos with that awful orange light. You're welcome. Another fun fact about our house is that when we were going through the build process, the architectural design team for the area that we moved into found that the front of our house was, how did they say it? Too boring. So they told us that we would actually need to make an upgrade to the front of our house. In doing so, we had to put an extension onto the entire front of our house. Now, it was expensive, but we didn't have a choice, and it did result in something fun. From this wall all the way to the end, so it would be about 2 feet, was extended on our house. And now that we look at it, had that not been there, our king bed actually would have been pretty tight in this room. So at the end of the day, it was a pleasant upgrade that we really ended up falling in love with. Primary ensuite. In our bathrooms, we chose to go with this light gray cabinet color with these beautiful gray stone floors. We just really wanted to do something a little bit different from the kitchen, which is typically what people do, is they'll match the kitchen with the bathrooms upstairs. We wanted something that was a little bit different, and the gray was a really fun way of doing it. I love this bathroom because we literally have as much storage in this bathroom as we did in 2 of the other bathrooms in the condo. So we have a lot of empty space, which I absolutely adore, but we also just have more space and room to be in here. In this bathroom, we have a really awesome walk-in shower that has plenty of storage and a cute little bench. This bathroom actually ended up being not quite what we had originally designed. Originally, we were just going to have the standard tub with acrylic surrounding here. However, very close to when they were supposed to put them in, they were just told that the tub and surround that they had ordered was never coming in. There was such a supply issue for the acrylic surrounds that they ended up having to actually upgrade many of the homes being built right now to a tiled backsplash. We were given the option to do a tiled surround in this bathroom, the one that we use the most. However, the challenge is that the tub that we have doesn't have a lot of space around the edge. So there would have been nowhere to put things like your shampoo and your soap. So Jason had inquired about the cost or just having them have a little inserted nook. And the cost for that nook alone was going to be like $600 to $700 just to have them install it at our expense. Our building representative, she did a little bit of research and they were able to find one remaining shower surround. So she was able to very quickly get that ordered for us, have it delivered and installed so that we now have this beautiful walk-in shower that we have. And to be honest, absolutely love it. I'm so grateful to have a shower instead of a tub in here. It is perfect. So now as we head down the hall, we come across a second main bathroom. So this bathroom here is really echoey. But this bathroom here does include the tub. And this bathroom, much like the second bathroom in our condo, is 100% bubble bath space. We're never going to bother with the shower curtain in here at this point in time. This shower curtain gets used mostly for hanging up our hang-only clothes from the washer dryer. So this space is essentially just 100% for me. I've got some plants in here. I've got some bright colorful flowers. I've got some bubble salts and candles around the tub surround. I'm hoping to find a way to add some greenery to this space, but otherwise it is so perfect. The next surprise on our upstairs floor, and this was something that was an absolute deal breaker for me. Laundry. I can't understand why anybody thinks that it makes sense that we take our clothes off at the end of the day upstairs in our bedrooms, and then we put the units that wash them all the way in the basement. So having laundry upstairs with the bedrooms was an absolute must for me. It's not the biggest space, but it does fit everything it needs to with a stacking washer and dryer. So let's take a peek at the last two rooms of our new house. Our office. So our office was actually one of the first rooms that I got set up besides the kitchen, just because having this room set up is what allowed us to get back to normal as soon as possible. Our goal is that we're going to add a couple more shelves that float on this wall here. Unfortunately, IKEA is just having some inventory shortage problems, so the shelves we want to put up here in the office, as well as the shelves that we want to put up under the television, are just not in stock. So once those come in, we'll be able to finish up the back wall of our office. Because shelves are missing and we're still getting our design ideas in order, the bookshelves are looking a little bit busy. But our desk is the same desk that we've always had. We're able to lay it out much in a similar way. We have tons of room for both of us to get all of our work done. But I love that this room gives us plenty of room on this side of the desk, which means if we need more room, one of us can always put their chair on the other side and maximize our space. The last room of our house is our tiny little meditation space. With a New Year's goal to meditate more, we created this little space for us to just come into and relax. It's got lots of plants, meditation chair, pillow, and in the closet, there are yoga mats that we can roll out whenever we need to. We have filled the room with coloring books, stones and crystals, journals, and other little sentimental things that just make us feel joy. The last major upgrade that we did to our home, and this was something that was really important to both of us, is that we set up our home with a lot of the security features that were really important to us. Our home not only has a smart lock on it, allowing us to access our home without keys, which is really fun when we're taking the dog out for a walk, but we also set up our front door with a smart doorbell and a camera. Aside from being able to see what is happening outside of our doors, we also upgraded to the Nest Max Hub in our kitchen. So our kitchen and living room and main floor, right up until the front door, is also monitored by a camera that notifies us when we're not home if there is movement. But we're also able to access that footage on our phones, from the kitchen, from the office, and the bedroom. Because we have Google Hub stations up there, we're always able to see what's going on in and around our house. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this home tour. We are absolutely in love with this new space. Like I mentioned, I have so many really great videos coming up that really deep dive into a lot of the unique spaces within our home. So thank you for joining me on this tour of our brand new home. We are so excited after a year of planning and organizing and designing and following up with the builders and drive-by visits. We are so excited to finally be in this space and in our new home. So I look forward to having you join me on the next few videos. See you in the next one. Bye.